Welcome to the Dr. Leadership Podcast, where the DR stands for Driving Results. Our focus is weekly conversations around life and business relationships and the important leadership qualities for both. These concepts and qualities will help you drive positive results in both your business and personal lives. A weekly connection point to help business leaders develop individual contributors, managers, and executives on your teams. We also will tie in concepts around family focus and life lessons to help you drive success in your personal life. Welcome to the Dr. Leadership Show. Let's get after it. Hey everybody, welcome to the Dr. Leadership Show. The doctor is in. Hey, Happy New Year. Hope everything's going great for you. We're a couple weeks in here when this thing's going to drop, and hope you just had a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. Hey, we're in the race now to spring. Been cold and frigid and all those types of things. Hard to keep your attitude up. But we're going to talk today about some things that are important around attitude and some things that are important in driving success in your personal life, in your professional life. Again, they all melt together. Before I forget any further, check out the subscription site. Give yourself the benefit. It's cheap, man. These are good golden nuggets out there at www.drleadershipresults.com. Go to subscription site. You can listen to things from Super Bowl winning coaches, war heroes, pilots, financial gurus, 40 under 40 winners, youngest female, highest ranking Army National Guard leaders in the country, high-end attorneys, all sorts of stuff being loaded up there. You also get access early to upcoming episodes. So check it out. Hey, want some feedback? Want to give me some feedback? Send it to drleadershipresults@gmail.com. Got a couple good questions this last week I touched on in the prior episode, and we'll touch on a couple things today too. But hey, welcome to the show. Very, very pumped to be here. Today, I want to hop into a specific word. That word is appreciation. And it is a word that is not being exercised often enough in business and in our personal lives. Thank you is such a powerful, powerful communicative engagement process or approach. A simple thank you. Appreciation is a lot bigger than just a simple thank you, but it's something to start with. You know, why is appreciation so powerful? In positive psychology research, appreciation is strongly and consistently associated with more happiness. Says so. It helps people feel more positive emotions, enjoy good experiences. It improves your health. It helps you deal with adversity. The only thing you can do is control your attitude, right? Be appreciative. Show gratitude. Helps you deal with adversity. And it'll certainly help you build stronger relationships. That is a big, big key. I mean, let's face it. Appreciation is so important. And again, I try not to get into I don't want this to ever be perceived as a religious, focused conversation platform. But appreciation's in the Bible. Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is the will of God in Jesus Christ for you. They get it 2,000 years ago, writing down these stories. There is no doubt that in your life, if you show appreciation, it will return to you tenfold. There's a great Forbes article. It's several years old. Yes, I do research, believe it or not. The Surprising Power of Appreciation at Work. It's by a guy named Chris Cancialosi. 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 Chris. Got some great insights there. Basically, there's an old saying. Misery loves company. And it's very true. In my organization, there are leaders that simply get caught up in the negative continuously. They can't ever see the good in anything. They want to focus to the negative. So guess what happens when you focus to the negative? More negative. The cloud of doom grows over your head. Your team starts to suck into it. We already know that positive attitude leads to better results. Why would you let your team hear from you continuously negative connotations of what's going on? I'm not saying there aren't things that need improved in any aspect, in every aspect of life, every company. Focus to them. But I also know there's really positive things happening all the time. There's really, really positive things if you look and you talk about them. And if you bring appreciation to work, positive leads to positive. It's called emotional contagion. Emotions are contagious. Your animals, your dogs, your pets replicate your attitude. Comedian Bill Burr, if you are not familiar with him, check him out. Absolutely hysterical. If you're fragile, he's not your guy. But he takes on the world in a number of different attributes, in a number of different manners. Absolutely hysterical. He talks about how, and he's an angry guy. Just wears it on his sleeve. Everything makes him angry, and he's a Bostonian, and it's just hysteria ensues. Check him out. But he talks about how his dog's behavior was so bad, and he couldn't figure out what's going on, and the doggy psychiatrist, basically, whoever he was talking to, said he's replicating you. You're on a walk with him, and you're going, "No, God, the world's awful," and the dog's going, "Yeah." The dog's getting all round up too. Emotional contagion, even to animals, in that example. Positives bring positives. Negatives bring negatives. It's important to have a positive outlook in life, at work, and a positive outlook at home. I'm in sales. I've been in sales leadership and in sales for almost 33 years. I'm an optimist by DNA design. My dad was an optimist. My mom is an optimist. My siblings are optimists. You know what? They all are very successful. Very. I wish I was as successful as my siblings. They see life glass half full. Those that see the glass half empty are missing it. It's refillable. What you put in is what you get out of things. So use positive attributes to drive yourself to greater heights. If you believe, you receive the outcomes that you are trying to deliver and that you're trying to attain. If you are negative, it's always funny. You know, you can see the people that tell stories and it's just, this has gone wrong and I've been divorced 3 times and this is not working at work and this person said this. And you start sitting back and you go, man, the common denominator is you and your crappy attitude. I can see it in a 5-minute conversation. Don't be that person. As a father, as a mother, don't bring it home. Your kids are constantly looking at you for behavioral insights. How should I act in life? You are a leader at home in those scenarios. Empower your kids with belief, appreciation, gratitude, hard work. You're going to have great success looking down years later. You're going to look back and go, hey, they've ended up pretty good. Give them 100% of what they need, 10% of what they want. Give them leadership. Kids want rules and responsibilities. They thrive off of it. Human nature is to gravitate towards that. Same thing at work. If you're on a team and you're an individual contributor, use positive impacts on others. Because if the team's winning, you're winning. If the other reps on the team are writing deals, it's going to help you write deals. As a leader, call out all the good things going on by others. Susie writes a big deal. Make a big deal out of it and tell Susie thanks. And then turn your appreciation to all those that help Susie get the deal. Customer service, service department, delivery people, whatever it is that you do. Show appreciation to people that help you in life with little things. My wife and I are filling out, it's past now. we're filling out Christmas cards, New Year's cards actually we did this year. And we put a gift card for the garbage man in a Happy New Year's card. We put a gift card for the recycle man that comes and the truck picks up recycle. We give one to our postal carrier. We give one to the Amazon driver. We give one to the FedEx driver. And we give one to the UPS driver. The reason is they're very helpful in our lives. They don't get enough appreciation. Some people even have the gall to look down on some of those jobs. Those people are killing it in life. Great benefits, good companies, good pay, a lot less stress in certain attributes. I love them. They take care. They come and get rid of my garbage for me. I appreciate that very much. I don't have to have a burn pit in the backyard. They're helping save the planet by coming and getting the recycle. One plastic bottle at a time, doing great things there. Show appreciation. I'm not saying you got to give them money or a gift card. Give them a card. Walk out when you're picking up. You happen to be outside when the garbage truck comes up and they're dumping it in the back. Things come back down. Guy's always got his windshield down. He's looking out his rearview mirror. Just say, hey, wanted to let you know, thanks, man. I really appreciate what you do for me. Do you think that guy or gal is not going to help you out if there's something down the road? Your garbage can's blown over and there's a few things out loose. They're going to get out and pick up your yard for you. Emotional contagion. That'll make their day. Misery loves company. Don't allow yourself to be a part of that. My wife does a wonderful thing too. I give holiday gifts, Christmas gifts, to my team leads, and I give food because everybody likes food. I've done that for years. Food and wine, snacks, gift baskets. It's a little easier for me to get set up and get done and check that off my list to make sure that they understand how much I appreciate them. And I always put a Merry Christmas, thanks for all you do, the Taylors. Now, I tell them thank you every single day in some manner. I got a guy that's been sick. I sent him a text on Saturday. Don't want to bother you with work, but just making sure you're feeling okay. Because he is really important to me. Again, the checkup from the neck up is just nice. Just be nice to people. I was buying Christmas gifts. I met a wonderful little older lady, Suzanne, at the store getting my mom some perfume and some lotion for Christmas. I stayed for 10 extra minutes and just kept talking to her because she had been working her little tail off at Christmas, and you could tell that she had had a bad customer earlier that day. I made sure that she knew that there are good customers out there too. Suzanne, have a Merry Christmas. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'm sorry that you had a tough morning. That smile made me smile. Emotional contagion. Carry positivity into your community. Carry positivity into your home. Carry positivity into your relationships of any type. Happiness is contagious too. Check on your emotions throughout the day, right? There's 3 or 4 steps here. Check on those emotions to make sure that you are not allowing a struggle, something that isn't going your way, to permeate away from you and impact others. As I'm walking into a store, I try to always hold the door for somebody coming behind me. Male, female, young, old, doesn't matter. I will make sure and go out of my way to always hold that door. Whenever I talk to a woman of any age, I say, yes, ma'am. It's not, some people think that's an age thing. That's not an age thing. That's a sign of respect. How are you, ma'am? Thank you, ma'am. It's nice to see you, ma'am. Have a great day, ma'am. Sir, I call everybody sir. Good morning, sir. How you doing? Showing respect. I don't need to kiss anybody's butt. I'm well beyond that in life. Just be nice. This world is full of grumpy, pissed off, lackluster, lazy people that feel entitled. We can change that one interaction at a time. Work, your results will improve. Typically, when results improve, financial aspects of your life improve, when financial aspects of your life improve, other aspects of your life improve. It's all connected. You have to be able to understand that my wife and I say to the kids, we make choices and choices make us. You can choose to be an asshole or you can choose to be a benefit in people's lives. I choose the latter. I have been the first many times, and I reserve the right to be that if something happens that I need to play that card too. I'll use my deep voice sometime in life, I'm sure, in somebody's face. But boy, oh boy, 99 out of 100 times, go into life with joy, impact people positively. So back to the Christmas gifts, right? My wife is awesome at this. And we have a neighbor that is a CEO of a hospital network. This lady's smart. They're dear friends of ours. We're very blessed with good neighbors. And these neighbors are very appreciative toward each other. But we saw her give a speech on appreciation. Someone had, the CEO that she was filling in for was driving her daughter to daycare that day, and she normally doesn't do it. And she forgot, and it was 90 degrees out, and she parked her car at a hospital in Iowa, and that child died. And our friend had to go in and to stand that hospital back up. It's a small rural hospital. Everybody knows everybody. The CEO has been charged with a crime. Didn't mean to do it, but there is a whole system there. And she knew she had to bring the attitude and the spirit back to this hospital. And she talks about appreciation. And what she talked about, my wife has done for years. And I just thought, I got to talk about this. My wife's gifts to others is based on something that they have told her in the past that they love or is important to them. My sister is a big, big fan of hummingbirds. She made a comment years ago that every time she sees a hummingbird, she thinks it's our father who has passed away 12 years ago. And my wife, every 90 days, sends my sister something without her name on it with hummingbirds on it. It's her way of saying, I love you, and your dad is with you. Do you know how happy my sister is those days? It's amazing. So my wife will give gifts based on people's wants and desires. We were picking them up before Christmas. Okay, I need a 12-pack of Coors Light. I need a 12-pack of craft beer. I need a 6-pack of White Claws. I need some gummy bears. I need some beef jerky of this brand. What are you doing? Well, everybody's made mention that they love these things in the past, and that's what I'm going to give them for their gifts. Wow, thoughtful beyond my comprehension. I'm going on and hitting hickory farms and sending food to everybody. She's going and taking the time to think about what actually makes that person the happiest. That's appreciation. They help her every single day with something. What a great way to show your appreciation. But I said there's 3 or 4 items. Check on your emotions. Make sure you're leading with praise. You're leading with inspiration. You're leading with appreciation. You're leading with gratitude. Have a servant's attitude if you're a leader. Have a servant's attitude if you're a leader in your home, in your community. Help the village. Work hard at work in this. Work hard in the village in this. Another important thing, pay attention to your language. Language can be misinterpreted. Language is important. Thank you is an important word. Don't take people for granted. Watch how you call people out. Remember several episodes ago, praise in public, punish in private. And punish is a hard word, but critique, feedback in private. That language can be destructive to others. It causes people to pull their arms in, not step forward because they're fearful of the interaction approach you can take. So pay attention to your language and how you interact with people. Again, say thank you all the time. Little things. Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you. Have a great day. My wife and I ring the Salvation Army bell at the holiday seasons. We make sure that we thank people that don't give. The ones that say, I don't have any cash with me. That's okay. Have a Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. We just wanted to say happy holidays to you, too. It's not about if you give something in the kettle or not. It's great if you do. We've had people actually go to their cars and then walk back. You made my day. I just wanted to make sure I came back. All I've got, $2 bills. Great. Showing and saying thank you is critical. All of these things shift the narrative, right? The world is full of negative. If it bleeds, it leads, right? It's an old saying on newspaper articles. Now, we don't do newspaper. We get all of our content, not all, but the vast majority of people get content electronically through the anchor of hell that is our cell phones. And I mean that. Destructive to our communities, destructive to our interactions and relationships. Try to set the thing down. I'm awful at this because I read and read and read at night. I'm reading articles and pulling it in. My wife and I are typically watching a TV show, talking about it together. She's typically doing a puzzle, something sitting at the at the coffee table. I'm sitting there looking at news articles, checking the markets, all those things that I ruminate on. But it is important that we set these things down when possible. Interact with people. Talk. Give them a phone call. How are you doing? You know somebody's not feeling good? Send them a quick text. Hope you're doing okay. You doing better? Can I get anything for you? I stopped the other day. I was driving up the road. I was heading to Home Depot. I needed to get something. I saw my neighbor out, pulled over, said, hey, what's going on? He says, not much. What are you doing? I said, I'm heading to Home Depot. You need anything? He goes, yeah, actually, I need some salt. Okay, I'll get you some salt. I'll pay you when I get home. No worries. I knew he'd pay me. He's done things for me, too. It's these little things in life that make the big difference. We as individuals can help turn the tide of this world. I don't care what you think politically. Everybody seems to be caught up in that. It's our team versus their team on everything. Stop that crap. 9 out of 10 things we agree upon are in the center of the political spectrum. Quit letting the fringes of both sides drive the narrative in this country. The media is the worst. They want us at each other's throats. The government want us at each other's throats. That empowers them, creates dependencies. If we show appreciation to each other, care about thy neighbors, start acting like good human beings, you watch what happens. You watch what happens. Emotional contagion. Happy leads to happy, sad leads to sad, pissed leads to pissed. We have to take this on ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Show gratitude. How about some thank you notes coming back into this world? How about cards when someone loses a loved one? How about get well soon cards? Tell you a great story about one of my neighbors. We had a Christmas party, just a quick cocktail deal. There's 4 couples that get along really, really well. They're all retired. I'm trying to get there. And we go over and we took over a candle for each one. My other neighbor, he's funny. He had a little dirty gift for all of us. Absolutely hysterical. And then the neighbor, right, my next door neighbor, had taken and had hand-drawn the frontages of each of our homes. We all are in a new subdivision. We all are very, very fortunate, built some nice homes. He had gone, the stones and the brick designs are exact to what our bricks and stones are. He had taken 60 days, had drawn in his years past. This guy used to be this chief operating officer of Mid-American Energy, C-suite of a Berkshire Hathaway company. He didn't need to do this. He goes back 45 years, and 50 years ago, he wanted to be a draftsman, he thought. He did some drawings when he first started with the little local power company out of Nebraska and northwest Iowa before he then gravitated and moved up. I'll tell you why he moved up. Appreciation, thank you, great leadership skills, right? He became the COO. Second, third most powerful person inside a multi-billion-dollar power company underneath the Berkshire Hathaway emblem. He hand drew then had framed the frontages of our homes and presented them to us as Christmas gifts and said, we all went through this process. You all have beautiful homes. I just thought I'd do this for you. I'm looking at my candle going, I suck. This guy took the time. He showed so much appreciation, he spent hours just showing that he appreciates our friendship. That's good. That's really good. I'm now talking about him on a podcast that's being listened to in 40 countries. Yeah, that's a true statement too. 40 countries. Not a lot of listeners in Guam, but a handful. And it's not a country, I get that. The Congo. You even got a couple there. How it's happening, I don't know. I'll take it. But man, did he make a difference. So did the other neighbor that gave gifts. The other neighbor gave the conversation about taking over as a CEO and making sure that the old CEO's staff understood that they were going to get through it. These are good people. These are who you surround yourself with. I've talked about it before. If you surround yourself with people that live life openly interested in others' well-being and happiness, your life will be full of well-being and happiness. Now, we're all going to face adversity. We're going to face death. We're going to face illness. We're going to face those things. But it's a lot easier when you have a bank of people around you that are going to help you through it. And if we do these things, take the negative side of the world and push it down and say, we're not going to play like that anymore. We're not going to accept that anymore. You watch how things improve. The United States of America goes through ebbs and flows. We've had troubling times. We've got freckles on us, but it's still the greatest country in the world by long, long distances. And it's because of the people. When we face something dire, 9/11, the Lebanon Marine barracks attack, some of you aren't old enough for that, World War II, World War I, Civil Rights Movement, when we put ourselves behind these things and we as one attack them, there is nothing that stands in our way. Right now, we're letting people manipulate us and taking our emotions and putting contagion towards the negative. Help each other out. Drive them out of our lives. Appreciation and gratitude are the way in which to do that. It doesn't matter if you're at work. It doesn't matter if you're at home. It doesn't matter if it's a friend or a stranger. Be appreciative. Say thank you. Smile. So glad to have the masks off. Look at the negative impacts that not being able to see each other smile had on our psyche during the pandemic. Now, if masking is appropriate for the health, and the experts say that, that's great. But I think it's pretty well proven that the masking doesn't help in some of these things. So it's a risk measurement, right? The benefits of being able to see smiles outweigh the very limited attributes, positive impacts of said masks. Not making a political statement there at all, just saying I'm really glad to see smiles again. This world is a tough place and life is too short. Control your attitude, embrace others, be a positive force at work as an individual contributor, as a manager, as a leader, as an executive. Show people the way to happiness. And what will happen is we will see the contagion grow. And then I'll be able to say this to even more people. You're awesome. Keep that shit up. Talk next week.